right now. There's many videos out on YouTube right now and pictures proving that endless amounts of gold was stolen.
The master plan for the dollarification.
In fact, he was the first one. Gaddafi was the first one that came up with the Tesla cars. Remember? He was getting ready to put out his own electrical car. Y'all remember this? He had two versions. He had a gas, and that car looked good. He had two versions. He had a gas-powered one and an electrical one. Y'all remember that? And that thing looked good. He was showing that thing off and everything, letting them know what's getting ready to come. Y'all remember that? Okay.
Of the world's oil nations included 7 targets: Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Iran. Venezuela, which has started selling their oil to China for the yuan, seems to be a late addition. What is notable about those original 7 nations targeted by the U.S. is that none of them are members of the Bank of International Settlements. This is the private central banker's private central bank located in Switzerland. That meant that those 7 targeted nations were deciding for themselves how to run their nation's economies rather than submitting to the international private central bankers.
Also known as what? Say it, chap. Talk to me. This is it right there, the central banks. This is it. Again, every war, especially this one right here, is going right back to the bankers of the Western European regime. Dang, how does this correlate to right now? Because it's all, this has been a part of their plan.
Thanks for coming through.
Since they implemented the agenda for the 21st century years ago. They wrote this out years ago, in the 1980s, actually. In the 1980s is when they wrote this out. And they took gradual steps to implement everything bit by bit. You said 1976. I said 1980s to be exact. I just want to I mean, it could be 1976. Let me just say 1980s. Let me throw that out there. You could be right though with the 1976. You could be. But it went back. It took a long time to get this done. Now they're trying to implement. That's why you see a lot of people out there saying Agenda 2030, because they feel as though everything should be wrapped up, talking about the government, should be wrapped up by Agenda 2030. And by the way, that's supposed to be, allegedly, the end of Trump's term. Right? Well, no, because he can't get a third term. All right, let me be quiet. Let me stop.
Of course,
let me stop. All right, the reason why I'm saying that is because Netanyahu came out his own mouth during his interview with Sean Hannity on Fox 5 saying that Trump will be the world leader. He said that out his own mouth. And the only way Trump will be able to get a third term is if he's at war. Let me keep going.
Sites are on Iran, which dares to have a government central bank and sell their oil for whatever.
So let me come back a little bit. Hold up. Make sure we ain't missing nothing. Let me come back a tad bit. Here we go.
To the international.
Oh.
I'm dropping buckets all day.
Why am I lagging?
Central bankers.
Okay, here we go.
Of course, the bankers' gun sites are on Iran, which dares to have a government central bank and sell their oil for whatever currency they choose. The war agenda for Iran is, as always, to force Iran's oil to be sold only for dollars and to force them to accept a privately owned central bank. Now, you have been raised by a public school system and a media that constantly assures you that the reasons for all these wars and assassinations are many and varied. We're bringing democracy to the conquered lands. We hear that a lot. When actually the U.S. hasn't. The usual result of a U.S. overthrow is the imposition of a pro-business, pro-Wall Street, pro-U.S. dictatorship. Good example, the 1953 CIA overthrow of Iran's democratically elected government of Mohammad Mossadegh and the imposition of the Shah. Or the 1973 CIA overthrow of Chile's elected government of President Salvador Allende and the imposition of the dictator Augusto Pinochet. Another one of the excuses we'll get is we have to save the people from a cruel oppressor. That's the one they're using in Syria right now. Revenge for 9/11. That was a big one going into Iraq. And then later on, President Bush was caught on video saying, no, Iraq had nothing to do with 9/11. And behind all of them, that tired, worn-out, catch-all excuse for invasion, weapons of mass destruction. Ooh. raise loan nuts to obscure the real agenda. And the real agenda of the bankers is very simple. It is enslavement of the people by creation of a false sense of obligation. Now, that obligation is false because the private central banking system by design creates more debt than money with which to pay the debt. There is no way out the way it's set up. It's impossible to escape as long as you're playing by their rules.
And that's happening to the government. It's so deep that it's happening right now to people that even work for the government. Look at TSA. You mean to tell me that the government couldn't help out its own agency, but the president had the rights and executive order?
Hold on, y'all. Give me a second.
Just for them to get paid?
You need to understand, private central banking is not science. It is a religion. It's a set of arbitrary rules created to benefit the priesthood, meaning the bankers. It is supported only because people believe this is the way it's supposed to be.
Yep. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It is not supposed to be this way. A false sense of value.
Religion.
It's a religion. And remember, during another live stream of mine, I said, look at the term religion, read legion. Read legion. They read legion onto you and, making you pledge allegiance to a false sense of togetherness, a false sense of hope, a false sense of change. Look at how they doing this, y'all.
Excuse me.
In my book called America's Broken Promise, I told you that church is the state, state is the church. This is their religious belief. A lot of you out there are noticing that some things that are happening are according to the Bible, but yet the Bible was translated from Hebrew, and then I ain't gonna go, but I'm just saying, that's Yahoo and them speaking that language. The Zionist ones, the ones that believe that they supposed to be going this route and, this is their religious belief. So how come y'all don't think like that? But yet they want you to get behind these so-called Zionists and say, oh, no, that's the way of life. I mean, Zionists created Christianity. That's what they're coming out and saying out there. Almost. I see rappers galore saying that right now. They are praising the deaths of Americans right now.
Shout out Dan Calloway, man.
This is right now. And this is not how it should be. They created Islam too. All of them are the same. Unfortunately. All of them are the same. They're all up under one umbrella. This is the reason why Okay, let me explain. Just in case they don't know. When they say anti-Semite, do you know that has to do with Islam as well?
Oh, shit.
A Muslim.
Don't start talking about them Islamists.
Look up a Semite. What is a Semite? And they feel like these are protected groups. Look up the anti-Semitism laws. It's the same. No, it is. It's the exact same. Look it up.
Let me see if I can put this step back. Let me see. Can I put that one step back?
Look up the term Semite. It's there. I'm not saying that they worship the same God. I'm not talking about that. They believe that they're one and the same. That's what they believe. Not saying that the Zionists think like the Muslims. I'm not saying that. But they believe that they're Semites. Semites are also Arabic Christians.
This
is what they believe in. This is their doctrine.
Thought I was going to be able to get the Andrew Wiggins. I mean, not the Andrew Wiggins, but the Jason Tatum.
So when they say anti-Semite, you can't even come after the Muslims either, if you wanted to go that route. Not just the Jews. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying this is within their own laws. And here's another thing: if you're truly a Muslim, here's another thing. I'm gonna break something down to y'all. If you're truly a Muslim, you're supposed to be having, you're supposed to be benefiting from Heater Iska. That's according to their belief. They believe all Semites are supposed to be benefiting from Heater Iska. Meaning that you could go get a loan and immediately that loan turns into an investment. You do not have to pay interest on that loan because it's no longer a loan. This is the reason why the foreigners come over here who are Muslim or Jewish or whatever. You name it. You name it. When they come over here, no, they could get a loan. And immediately that loan turns into an investment. If they fall up under their belief of what a Semite is. HETERISKA. Heater Iska is international law. If a Semite comes out and go to a bank, keep in mind, we're talking about the wars, right? And all of these wars are banking wars. If they go to a bank, they could get a loan. And that loan immediately, so look this up, I'm not playing, I've been teaching about this for a while. That loan immediately turns into an investment. You do not have to pay interest. It is against international law to charge a Semite interest. This is real. So again, this ain't taking your religious belief away from you. This is not knocking who you worship. I'm telling you what they're putting out. I'm telling you what's been around before you were even around. This is real life. And if you're not benefiting from Heater Iska, they feel like you're not the true Semite. This is real talk. And you think that's fair? Is that fair to you? You paying interest on that loan? Whether if it was a car loan, house loan, a loan that you got in order for you to go to a college or a university. And you paying interest on it. And meanwhile, you're Muslim, right? Is that fair to you? That you got to pay interest and they don't? This is right now. I'm not going to. So this ain't about whose religion is better. It's about they all, according to them, they fall up under one umbrella. And it's been that way for years. And they feel like the Christians need to pay homage. That's why they're trying to make certain Christians do their bidding. Right now, I'm not making this up. And who are these bankers? Are they Muslims? No. Are they Jews? Gentiles? You name it. Who are these bankers? What's their religious belief? Heater Iska is international law. It's international law. No, it's not about money neither. No, you're right. It's not about money neither, because if that was the case, then where they get their money from? If they just got control of certain oils. And some of those Middle Eastern people allowed that to happen. So before that, what was it? It was just mentioned. It was gold, right? Before the petrodollar, the money was backed by gold. And guess who had all the gold mines? It wasn't in the Middle East. It wasn't in the UK. What was the gold mines at, yo? Endless gold mines at that. That's the reason why they stop particular routes the trains travel through when they go through the mountains and the mountains. The pyramids. It was the U.S., the USA, the United States of America. My leprechaun. You said, remember the gold rush? Yeah. They were shooting. That's the area. Yeah, I'm saying it. Okay. Yeah. And the UK had that small back by silver, right? What was the gold at? Okay. All right. The Industrial Revolution, 1700s. In the north. And guess who helped? Ancestors. Thinking that we was going to get something about it. No, it's not focused exclusively on higher education. That's a lie. Peter Isker is not exclusively to higher education. In fact, there's no such thing as higher education. But it's all indoctrination. From the people that created the curriculums that they want you to teach. Don't forget that I talked about this and put out the communication that Woodrow Wilson came up and said that he was going to give, let's just stick to America, Americans were going to receive what? Compulsory education. And only 1% of the nation will receive a higher education. That's where that time came from. Only 1% of the population. That came from Woodrow Wilson, top of the 1900s. There's no such thing as higher education. Reserved for only a small elite. That's why you call it a small X. Because it was a small group. 1%. They never. And it doesn't matter your skin complexion. This was not for your best interests. This government was designed was not for your best interests. The way these wars are designed was not for America's best interests as far as the people are concerned. What freedom? What freedom that we never got a chance to achieve? What was that? I thought we was made free in 1776. But before that, they were saying that America was the land of the free. So that means we were free before foreigners got here. Talk to me. The Khazarian or the look, yeah, I'm gonna go there tonight. The Khazarian, listen, they believe like they're the chosen people, right? Well, how you the chosen people and you gotta manipulate other people into thinking that you're the chosen people? You gotta lie in order to make your way up the ladder. How are you chosen? Not the me. You forcing yourself to be chosen when you're not. That's why. You were chosen to die. That's why. And you making it known right here with this current war. Who public enemy is. Public enemy number one is right now. And everybody's seeing it. The Christians, the Muslims, the Jews, they all looking at you, cabal worshiping of. They're looking at you. Just on the little boys' toes and stuff like that. They're looking at you. We all see what you're doing. and you trying to separate the people by way of your religious belief. And you feel as though that should be the truth, it should be the forefront, at the forefront of every country. And you should be in control and dictate every move for every country. You want a new world order. That's why that protest today and the other times, no king protests. Nobody want that bullshit over here. They're fighting against that so-called regime. Everybody that's watching this live and everybody that's in this society should feel the same way right now. And you're gonna be free. Get me hyped up. And this nigga lied. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming back. I'm gonna come back to this. 7 minutes and 49 seconds. Look at this. Look at this nigga. Shut up and Tucker Carlson. You know what this video is, right? Did y'all see this? This Netanyahu under oath, under investigation, admitting that he paying both sides so they don't ever come together. Did y'all see this shit? Hold on, I don't even want to play. Did y'all see this?
Oh. That's the early.
You see this? You be clean because of this. Hey, Hamas. Y'all didn't see it? Okay, hold on. I'm playing it now.
Nothing concentrates the mind like the prospect of being hanged. Netanyahu, nothing concentrates his mind more than the sound of the brazen gate slammed behind his back. So everything that he's done over the last 5 years, he was so focused on that sound of the gate, eventually slept behind.
כן, בזיות או בכל סנסט? עכשיו, יכולות להיות עוד ספר.
The police, because he was a prime minister investigation, that would be very high profile. They investigate everything. I mean, hundreds of them. Some of the witnesses in terms of twice, 3 times, 4 times, you have a rare opportunity to see the most powerful people in Israel, interrogation rooms, even with questions that never been asked. What did you give? What did you get? How many times you met him? And you see people in the most tense part of their life.
I forgot I had my music playing. I cut it off. Keep it on.
מיליונרים כבדים וסאוסי ביבי. He keeps surrounding almost in every part in the world. Someone like a sugar baby. Everything you need that is not supported by the country, he will do it for you. But when those guys, business interests or some other interests, then it became very, very problematic.
That's true. I played that video. I played that where he came out in a home video and said that he owns America. I played that 3 live streams ago, the whole one. But this one right here,
If you wanted to make a movie about a fabulously wealthy Israeli entrepreneur who strikes it rich in Hollywood after a successful career as an international arms dealer and undercover operative for his government, there's only one person to produce it, Arnon Milchan. It's his life story.
Arnon Milchan is story. Arnon Milchan is an Israeli guy, rise to fame by becoming a Hollywood producer.
Congratulations.
He produced some of the biggest hits in Israel, won Oscar, and it became a tycoon. He's based in the US, but he's always kept a really good contact with Israel. Those things.
What the fuck, man? I got a 99 block, bro. Stop playing with me,
Everybody
man.
knows that if you want to speak to the Prime Minister, go to Arnon. If you need something for the Prime Minister, go to Arnon. This relationship, it's worth it.
I don't know fucking exist. Yeah.
In this case, the facts are really kind of simple. The Prime Minister and his wife, Sarah, are getting gifts worth $250 million. They really like a good life. And on the other side, Netanyahu did so many favors for the rich. Some people think what Arnon Milchan really did was bribe. He was bribing the Prime Minister and Israel delegation. Government officials are not allowed to take gifts. Period. Period. This is corruption.
and every face that's put in front of us is a puppet. And every
Oh, Ain't no way they just clipped that nigga stream, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, he talking about too much shit, bro. They just clipped his ass live. Wow. 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 That nigga Dan Calloway be exposing them, boy. Whew. He be exposing their ass. Too much information, yeah. Look, he said, uh-oh. Look, he finna come back. He ain't hitting the stream. He'll come back. He just ain't finna talk about that shit no more. They clipped his ass, boy, live. That is wild. This ain't the only time they did that to this nigga before. He knows that. Yeah, right. I was dead smack in front of this bitch. What the fuck is you talking about? Bitch, I'm talking about the motherfucking other team that just got the rebound in front of me, you dumb bitch. Fuck you talking about, nigga? This nigga high side in front of that bitch, man. I'm muting your bitch ass, nigga. Nigga trying to high side in front of that little fat ass bitch. Little high side ass, nigga. Well, man, you know I'm tough. Bitch, we all on defense. You talking about shut the fuck up. Stupid ass high side ass niggas, man. Stand on little bitch ass niggas like that, bro.
Two. Am I back?
Yeah, he back now. Yeah, he was exposing their ass. Get that shit out of here, nigga.
They didn't like that.
Pass your little bitch ass the ball.
Okay. I'm surprised. Hey, once I saw that they like that, and they said, you was violating policy?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said. The message from my side that said I was violating policy. I was like, wait a minute, is that copyright? And they said community guidelines. I was like,
wow.
They did not like that video at all. Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna have to do some editing to chop out the part that I really wanted y'all to see. I'm gonna have to do some shots.
Yeah, because they definitely ain't about to let you play that shit. Man, what? Oh my. Come on, 2K, bro.
You're not able to see it. I don't know if it's still up. I got the whole video. I mean, but we'll see. I don't know if it's on Tucker Carlson's network. Then y'all
that
should be
motherfucker
good.
ain't missed a shot, bro.
But yeah, they ain't gonna listen. It was a copyright strike. I looked at the yellow message and it wasn't. It was a community guideline strike. It's like,
almost had a triple double, man. I needed 2 assists and 2 points.
That job. I was like, man, I was trying to restart. But
All good.
okay. Okay. I mean, how long we been? I mean, we've been streaming for a little bit. Let me end it. Let me end it because they.
Yeah, they fuck around and
It's
clap the whole
almost 2
stream.
o'clock in the morning Eastern time.
Yeah, Eastern
They
time.
mad.
It's 10:45 out here.
They mad, bro. They mad. Man, type 13 if you was here
That
to
nigga hit that
witness
boy from
YouTube
52. Ain't no way,
snipe
bro. He
this
was making all them
stream,
fucking
bro.
shots. Cheap ass.
Type 13. Because people gonna see the stream later and not gonna understand why that cut like that.
Yeah, they put
Type
that boy
13. They
live.
not gonna, every time I tell y'all that they snipe that stream, sometimes I'm not able to come back. This time, that randomly came back up. Randomly came back up. And again, this was not copyright at all. It was community guidelines. So I guess they were said to be awarded. They probably ain't want that part. I wanted to. They did not want that part to be shown. Are you banned now? Apparently not. If you can hear me,
Nah, he back. They just
apparently not.
he probably shadow banned now, shit, because it was damn near 3,000 people in the chat. It's only 1,800 in
But
there
I'm gonna
now.
have to check and see. I don't know.
Hell-
I'm gonna have to check and see. I guess we'll figure it out. But they allowed me to continue to live.
Yeah, hella
I'm
people
gonna tell you
left.
that right now. So I guess I got a community strike.
Nigga had the damn near
I'm gonna have to check that.
3,000 motherfuckers in the chat, bro. They got his ass up out of here, bro. He was talking too much.
Community guidelines. I'm like, okay, with a red message too. They pop right up. But they That's funny. That's funny. You said spiritual intelligence brought you back. Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, so look, this is what I'm going to do when it comes to that particular video. I'm going to have to chop that one up and go straight to the point of what I wanted to show you. I'm not going to play that. I'm not going to play. Apparently, that one is touchy. Apparently, that one is touchy. They already on Tucker Carlson's ass. You know what I'm saying? But, just to let y'all know what happened, that's on Tucker Carlson's network. So TCN on YouTube, it should still be there. It should still be there. But what's the name of that video? Hold up, let me tell you. The name of that video is leaked footage of Netanyahu interrogation. Leaked footage of Netanyahu interrogation is the name of the video. They sniped it for community guidelines, not copyright, community guidelines. Apparently I already seen the video, but I just wanted y'all to see it. So apparently he was going a little too far with it. Hey, but that's how we do anyway. I mean, this is nothing new, to be honest with y'all. This can happen to me a bunch of times, and a lot of y'all have seen that happen a bunch of times already. This one was just surprising that they allowed me to come back, because usually they'll snipe it and I can't come back. That's why I was typing in chat. I was letting y'all know, hey, I can't get back in. I tried to restart, and after like 10, 15 minutes of me trying, I'll be trying. You know what I'm saying? And but nah, they brought it back. I said, okay, well, who knows? Once this live stream ends, that part may be gone. So what I'll do, I don't know if it's still on YouTube or not, but what I'll do is make sure that y'all get a chance to see that inside the 13% community server. Now, I can only upload 500 megabits inside the 13 community server, so it's capped in the 13% community server. So I'm going to have to dumb down the quality of that video in order for you to see the whole video. The video is about 10, maybe 11 minutes long. But,
Oh, shit.
yeah, make sure y'all get in the community. Yeah, definitely. Make sure y'all get in the community server for sure. Don't get nervous. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. We good. We good. It's on Rumble. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now Tucker Carlson has been going in. That's why I'm paying attention to him. They on his ass. See him? He didn't got threats by the FBI, the CIA. He didn't got threats
I want
already.
some attention. Let me go ahead and mute your
He
ass.
doing way more than,
I ain't about to do that with you.
but he tired of the shit just like everybody else is. So, you know. But I know if I got hit, I know, but like that, I know he got hit. If I got hit, he got hit. You know, and I only had, like, at that time, I think it was like 2,600 people watching. Yeah, it is what it is. You say he a puppet too? Talking about Tucker Carlson? It depends on what you mean. A puppet for who? Because you know he ain't no puppet for Israel. You know that for a fact. He could be still a puppet, but not for Israel. Like they saying the same thing about Candace. I said, Candace ain't no puppet for Israel. You said it's 31 minutes long. Well, no. That's not it. That's not it. The video's not. I got this directly from his YouTube channel. Wait, let me double check that. Hold on. Let me double check that. You may be right. Is it? No, it's 11 minutes and 5 seconds. So that video that you seeing? No, okay, I know what you did. You went to the Tucker Carlson YouTube channel. You have to go to the Tucker Carlson Network YouTube channel. It's on the Tucker Carlson Network YouTube channel. And it's only 11 minutes and 5 seconds. And it was probably one of his most recent uploads on that particular channel. He got 2 channels. Yeah, that was with the BB files, yep. You said he was on Candace trying to be nice and scared, now praising Obama. Who praising Obama? Trump, Tucker. I don't know. Look at that, yeah? Oh, okay. Well, shoot. That's something. That's questionable. You said if they allowing it to be seen, people don't care about it? Yeah, in a way, but they're probably only allowing certain people to see it, like in certain areas. I did see people in the chat saying that people in the UK can't see it, people in different regions can't see it. So, they may allow, for example, people in the US to see it, but people in different regions, it's probably blocked. But he probably got better lawyers on top of that. So, he able to make some moves. They ain't made them nervous. You can tell that it was a particular part that was getting ready to come up, and they said, that's it, and they took that one out. And I think we was like 5 minutes in. We only had like 5 or 6 minutes left. And it was getting to the good part, but yeah. But now I know for sure. Oh, Rich from Boston posted it too. Richie from Boston. Damn, I ain't hear that name in a minute. I ain't know he was still around. But, yeah, it's some good people on YouTube. It's definitely some good people on YouTube that's going to know what's up. And it's particular parts that we're going to play of that particular video. I said to myself, I just really wanted to, show y'all that entire video unedited. I could deal with the copyright stuff, but it wasn't even a copyright. It was community strike. I could navigate the copyright stuff. I know how to work that.
Damn, man, I was doing a pump fake, bitch. Fuck.
To do that. But yeah,
fucking to go up like that, so.
They wasn't playing. You said they removed this channel for 6 years, though? Oh, man. Talking about Richie from Boston? I ain't know that.
Damn it, Mr. My man.
What's the boy's name? Dabu 7?
Yeah, Dabu 7, they got him the fuck out of here. I didn't even know if he back on there.
Getting hit left and right, too.
Yep, Zach Hubbard. Zach Hubbard restarted his challenge. I think he's back on here now with the gematria shit.
Especially within this, and we ain't talking about they got the firm, but they got the firm.
I know Dabu 7 though, they got him the fuck out of here.
And it's unfortunate, but they did take his YouTube channel. And he just wasn't, he wasn't prepared for what was going to happen next. And then they got to him on a personal note. Yeah, a lot of people getting their channels back. Yeah, people getting their channels back. Yeah, it just took a while. But certain people, they had to get their lawyers together. You know what I'm saying? They had to get their legal team together. Because you're going to have to fight it legally in order to get it back. So ask what's the rap's name out of Houston? Ask Willie D. Willie D had to sue YouTube too to get his YouTube channel back.
Yeah.
A lot of people had to do that.
Yeah.
Yep. No cap. You know what I'm talking about? Again, I've been on here for 10 years, and I done seen it happen to the best of us. Shit, I've been sitting at 500,000 subscribers ever since they took 1.5 million away from me. And that was before the bot accounts and all the rest of that shit. Before you get paid for bots and all that. I had that a while ago. Keep in mind, I went viral quickly. Yeah, ask Willie D. I'm not playing. And tell him Dane Calloway said it. I remember. I really remember. When they took his channel. They took a lot of people's channels. He wasn't the only one. And Ben X. Until Ben X, Dane Calloway said it. I remember. They took Ben X's original channel as well. Anybody that was telling the truth about what was going on with this government and, they was touching the political news and stuff like that on a heavy note, and they weren't Democrat nor Republican, they didn't have a political twist to it, they didn't have their own agenda to it, that's when they started, hitting those type of people. Remember, back at that time, they were calling us alternative news. At that time, alternative news. Now, Crump TV a coward. Yeah, RZA Islam got hit. Yeah, definitely. RZA got hit too. Yeah, they took his stuff. He got his stuff back though. He backed up. RZA backed up. Yeah, Ben X is back though too, y'all. All those people are back that we just mentioned. All of those people are back. But yeah, nah, we good. So this is what I'm gonna do. They censored Farrakhan off the internet technically. And I was going to end my stream tonight with Farrakhan. That was my goal. I was going to push towards a particular video that he mentioned all of this of getting ready to happen. He did this years ago, back in 1989. And I was going to play that one. But why is Trump because he be crumbling. He the one that came up with the lie saying that I married a white woman. He was a liar. And somebody married a white, he married to a white lady, and I leaked on his dirty looking ass. Like, what, are you tripping? Like, he was hating that bad, though? Like, tell you what, I'm gonna add you.
Did you run out of coins in video games? Please stop making any more purchases. Uninstall it right now.
I'm not calling nothing else, so come up to my platform and address him. That's why I'm calling him a coward. Somebody was married to a white woman. The hell is he talking about? He be crumbling. That's why he in the position that he in right now. Dirty ass nigga. But anyway, they realize that this truth can and won't be stopped. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You remember that? Yeah. I got the video. I remember. I got all that stuff saved. That's when everybody was getting mad because I was going viral back then and these niggas couldn't do nothing to me. So they started coming up with, when the hate don't work, they started telling lies. So yeah, I remember that little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Dirty ass dreads. I remember him. He ain't nobody. You said they work for Zaddy. They can uplift the ages they want on ScrewTube, but the real truth speakers will be heard. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You can't hold it for too long. You could try to suppress that message, and that's what they've been doing. Like, notice everybody back, but the only time that they make our videos go viral is when we talk about each other on a bad note. Like if I was out here like, what's his name? And not to put his business out there, but that's true though. Like, what's his name? Not Drewski. Hold on, what's his name? Damn, forgot his name. Damn, I forgot his name. The Adam 22. If I started doing stuff like that, man, yeah, they gonna make that popular. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, same thing with Charleston White. They gonna make that stuff popular. You know, when you showing ignorance, you know, yeah, they gonna promote that for sure. You know, I know some of y'all saying anti-Daniels as well. I did see a lot of people were saying that, but I haven't watched his videos recently. I don't know if he switched up or nothing like that. I don't know. I don't know what he's been doing. I haven't been paying attention to all that. But we know for a fact that Charleston White came out the blue off the ignorant tip, coming at anybody that he could so he could make a name for himself. Erica Kirk is suing Drewski. She ain't gonna win. How you gonna sue for comedy? Parody is protected. You can't do that. That's not defamation. She ain't gonna win nothing. Erica Kirk, but he didn't even say that girl's name. That's how you know she an agent. She felt real guilty. That hit home. Drewski was right. And all he was going was just, I thought that was hilarious. He was just telling the truth without saying too much. Yeah.
I was not trying to do it. I was trying to do a standing dunk, bro.
Hey, man.
That shit almost got my shit slapped.
People gonna have Caucasians in their family. Some of them. People gonna have Europeans in their family. Some of them. That ain't surprising to me. You said, damn, you got so much to say, but you can't on here. Yes, the fuck you can't. What you mean? That's what the chat is for. You said he a comedic genius. Nah, he did good. Drewski did good right there. A lot of his skits I like. I did an interview with Corey with the, I don't know who that is. He said AD hasn't yet. His interview with Corey, I don't know who those two people are.
You know who Corey Holcomb is, nigga.
It was funny, but ignorant too. I mean, yeah, you know, it is what it is, but he was trying to, you know, showcase a problem that people should have been aware of a long time ago. You know? And exactly, that's why she's trying to sue. And it wasn't, she ain't gonna win that. Well, it was most likely a cease to desist, because she can't sue for that. That's against the law. I mean, that's against the law. See, it's just not. Parody is lawfully protected.
Damn, bro, I couldn't even see my shot on that one, my boy.
Corey Holcomb. That sounds familiar.
You know Corey Holcomb, man.
You said Anton Daniel, Corey Holcomb.
Corey
Holcomb, nigga, you talking about the
comedian? Yeah. That nigga keep like 15, 20,000 in his chat.
Hey, for example, that's this type of, when you go to comedic road, that's when they try to, that type of road right there, they'll try to promote those type of videos. That's why, if you notice, if you look at people's categories to their YouTube channels, it's either entertainment or parody, like DJ Academics and Sweet Machine.
That's a fan. Like come on, man. I got an 80-something block on this motherfucker. 85.
But no, I'm not here to, you know, I'm not here to tell jokes. Same thing with Umar Johnson, comedian. That's all they good at. You said they were fighting on set. Who was fighting on set? Fighting on set?
They almost got into a fight, bro. They didn't fight.
YouTube not allowing that. YouTube stopped the, you know, you seeing fight. What they gonna do? That's all.
They almost got into a fight.
Who was fighting on set? I'm gonna make sure. I appreciate that. Corey and Anton was fighting on sets. You sure about that?
Nah, they didn't fight, man.
That video would have been demonetized. I doubt they would have did that. Both of them, like, they gonna be business minded. They had an argument. Yeah, that sounded about right. If they had an argument, yeah, but fighting? Nah, they would have had to do that outside somewhere. They can't do that on camera. They would have lost money. Who was fighting? Not Mr. Potato Head. Arguing, not fighting. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was a, you know, argument. Not fight. Ain't nobody gonna be. Who can be fighting? Both of them? They don't look like no fighters anyway. That would have been hilarious. They too old for that. Like, you know, fighting for what? I mean, unless they threatening.
Nah, I think Corey Holcomb would have whooped his ass.
Like that
nigga 6'4". Anton Daniel what? 5'7", 5'8". He would have beat the blood out
on
of
themselves. Y'all got to be mindful of that.
Sassy ass nigga.
Marketing. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be mindful of that. They both YouTubers. You said they both messy. Anton was down. Arguments on the podcast. Then it was something small. Corey is just a crash out though. Oh, see, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what happened. I haven't seen it. Whatever happened, apparently that must have just happened because a lot of y'all talking about that.
That shit happened like 2-3 months ago, man. That shit
okay. Blueface got knocked down fighting. Who? They didn't. Oh no, you said they didn't fight. They had an argument. Yeah, no, that's what I see.
Old, man. Shit is old news, bro.
I see what people saying. It got personal with family. Oh, well then see that's something different. You know, that's fighting. You know, family was involved. Yeah, that's some fighting stuff right there. But I mean, keep in mind. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Anton from Detroit and Corey is Portia.
Yeah, Chicago.
I forgot where Corey from.
It's Chicago.
But they need to be, I mean, unless they got super disrespectful and they involved family and stuff like that, like, then that's something, you know, and that they was in person. Yeah, he's from Chicago. I mean, both Midwest, you know, I mean, it probably got a little, you know, ego tripping. That's probably what happened. Probably some ego tripping and, you know, and then they, some, whatever, some family members probably brought up and Anton probably, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Anton, bitch ass talking about, I'm gonna sue you. You caused my daughter stress, I'm gonna sue you.
You say Anton not indigenous, I don't know. And, I mean, last time I checked, Anton from Detroit. So was this they said they mess with him, but Detroit doesn't? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know what y'all referring to. I haven't seen anything. What's going on? So Anton's supposed to be stolen? Okay, so it must have got tracked. Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about every single one of y'all talking about this situation, so it must have got really serious. That's crazy. That's crazy. Don't put us in the he can't play when he's fast. Hey, I'm just working on it. He from Detroit, but not indigenous, or I don't know. Y'all must have checked this background. They got that bad. Oh, his family has YouTube exposure. His whole family exposure. Okay, y'all, come on,
They going like they like, man, what the fuck happened? Nothing informative, nothing. Corey touch on more motherfucking topics that Anton won't touch on. He be talking about that shit that motherfuckers scared to talk about.
They ain't got the same personality type. That very seriously.
Hell nah.
Actually, it's 2 Dane Cowboys. Me and my son.
Yeah, nah, Anton ain't fucking with Dane, bro. Hell nah, Anton ain't fucking with no damn Dane Calloway, bro.
You can't compare me to nobody else. No comparison. As far as personality traits and looks and talk and voice. I'm not those type of guys, man. It was highly disrespectful, damn.
T-shirts made.
Ain't nobody like me. I'm Dane Calloway. It's only one. Yeah.
Yeah, on to the next, man. Cause they definitely about to clip that nigga up, man. As soon as he said what he said, they gonna try to clip him up, man. Don't get into that bullshit, man. Your channel ain't know none of that bullshit, man.
None of my concern. I'm not about to be going to go look for that.
Hell no.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? If I was to talk about that, then you know it's just for views only. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be on another channel somewhere. It would be on my main channel.
Hell no, don't even talk about that shit. That shit man.
We changed the whole subject out of course. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how we got on that topic. I'm looking at chat.
That shit done data. Done data.
You know, listen the other day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not, you know. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Good gossip. I mean, people, I understand that people like to gossip about certain things that's going on. I agree, you know, with certain gossip. But, it's just, you know, sometimes, like, when it's a YouTuber versus YouTuber, oh, you know what it was? It's because they brought up that fool that was lying, saying that I was married to a white girl, and then they went to that. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. No. That, you know, people, it just be jealousy, man. YouTubers be jealous of other YouTubers. That happens all the time. Man, I was receiving, man, they was jealous of me for years, man. Again, I've been on YouTube for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not even about your subscribers. It's about, you know, what you can do, what you've been doing. There's other YouTubers that be pissed because they can't do what a person does that's keeping it legit, so they put them in it. And like, hey, come on, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come on, man. I'm legit. I've been doing this for a while in the same exact way. Y'all could go back 10 years and look at my old live streams. I'm still the same main camera. I can be on camera, which I'm about to go on camera anyway. My whole step about to change. I'm about to see it. I'm about to go a different route. I'm gonna be on camera and look at things up in here. Y'all about to see it. This about to be nice. We about to go a different route because a lot of people were requesting for me to come to their podcast and stuff like that. We looking it up. We hooking it up. I gotta bring Chingy back too. A couple people was asking, you know what I'm saying, when I'm gonna bring some people back.
That was a good interview.
Cube and all the rest of that. We gonna get people. We gonna bring people.
Yeah, that Chingy interview was a good interview.
You know, I'm talking about all situations that I feel as though was important, not, you know, who fighting who, not that. But a couple got hit in Nevada from Arizona, they ain't be safe. I can tell y'all what happened. What happened to, shout out to Coolio, may he rest well. What's going on YouTube? People getting demonetized or people's channels are being deleted. Yeah, I was just on the phone with Chingy.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate on if I want to play another one or not.
The verses with Tyrese.
Trying to see, man, if I want to play another one, man. I don't know, man. I'm getting kind of tired. It's 11 o'clock, man.
I'm getting tired now.
Yeah.
Chingy the homie, though, the whole time. Cube the homie, Kyrie the homie. Y'all already know that.
Cut this shit off, man. I'm about to get ready to hop off this bitch. Let me go do my dirty spin real quick. I might hop off this bitch, man. I'm tired as fuck. It's been a long day, man. Been a long fucking day. And my dirty spin ain't ready yet. 47 minutes yet. Nah, I ain't about to wait for that. Yeah, man. Looking out for everybody that tapped into the stream, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Share, subscribe if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Shit, man. Stay blessed, stay positive, man. Tell your loved ones you love them. But out of this thing, I'm gone, man. You feel?